Lieutenant Nellis will perform a one-half Q&A maneuver. Roll up right and demonstrate the Rhino's incredible pitch authority with a 60-degree nose-up maneuver. As they flirt with the sound barrier as squints and Mac very comfortable. It's the Super Hornet and the square is the Super Hornet and the inverted boost. Setting up for a high alpha pass. This maneuver will showcase the incredible slow speed characteristics of the Super Hornet. In air-to-air combat, sometimes the aircraft that flies the slowest has the best tactical advantage. Few other aircraft in the world would maneuver at such slow speeds and nose-high attitudes. And with 2 flight control systems aiding the flight crew, the 40,000-pound FA-18 Super Hornet remains completely controllable at less than 100 miles an hour. Squints and Mac will come through and demonstrate a high alpha or high angle of attack pass. And during this maneuver, they'll be flying at just over 115 miles an hour, holding a 25-degree nose-up position. Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, the high alpha pass. Setting up now, here's the carrier brake. The job of a naval aviator is not complete until the aircraft is back aboard its floating home. To approach the aircraft carrier is often one of the most dangerous parts of a naval aviator's mission. Landing their aircraft at 130 miles an hour just on a few hundred feet of floating steel is extremely challenging and a great matter of pride. At 500 feet, like we've seen just a couple of moments ago, the pilot will overfly the ship and execute a 180-degree reversal turn, allowing the aircraft to bleed airspeed and to quickly extend the landing gear, flaps, and the tail hook. This method allows aircraft to quickly be sequenced into the downwind for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the crew, Lieutenant Evan Goss and Lieutenant Robert Dolan in the Super Hornet FA-18. Nothing better than having one of the Navy's top guns of naval aviation represented here at the 2025 Aviation Nation Air Show. Hey, I want to extend a very big hello to all of you down at the Air Show Network VIP experience, including our friends at the Flight Line Club and also our premium box seats. And make sure that you all have a good time. Have a seat YouTube podcast that sit in your area so all of your flight friends and family who are around can have a nice view. Of course, you too can experience the air show in great comfort with the VIP experience from the Air Show Network. The Flight Line Club offers a reserved seat on your table of 2 seats directly on the flight line. Buffet, generous all day as well. give you an amazing demonstration of this at just a mere 1,000 feet above the ground. To start off today's demonstration.